Hello. Welcome back to the channel. How are we all doing on this very fine Saturday afternoon? I've just got back from a lovely walk around my local area, and now we're here tuning in to Watford versus Stoke at the Bet365 Stadium. I can't say I'm particularly nervous about Watford games anymore, especially after the Wrexham game last night. It does look like, for me, as even a positive fan, the playoffs are probably out of reach, but we can still hold on to the fact that mathematically it's possible. And if we do get a result today and then also beat Wrexham on Tuesday, then of course it's very much back on. But we need to do a professional job here at Stoke first. Plenty of you tuning in already. Oliver is here. Hello, Oliver, buddy. How are you? Hobbytown VJ, you are in chat too. Hopefully, I've got it working this time. I should be able to flip now to oh, wrong screen. Hold on. I thought I had it working. Let's try again. There we go. There we go. It's working. Hooray. Yeah, here is FOTMob. I'll take you through the Watford team. Ignore the starting 11. That is, well, ignore the formation, I should say. That isn't accurate. Of course, Kayembe is not playing as a second striker. But you can see here from back to front, we've got Egil Selvik in goal. James Abankwa at right fullback alongside Saba Goglachidze and Stephen Mifuni. Mark Bola left back. In midfield, we have Georgie, Mendy and Luza. Vivaldo up front. And then you would assume potentially Georgie out wide, Kayembe in the 10, and Ince probably on that right-hand side. So, yeah, FOTMob slightly with the wrong Watford formation, but we'll move on from that. Looking at Stoke, they've got a couple of good players in there. Ashley Phillips is someone I really enjoy watching. Stephen Nzonzi, a legend for them, 37 years old. He's come back on a short-term contract until the end of this season. Manhoff, very dangerous. And Sorba Thomas has probably been their best player this season. I think he's on about 10 goals and 9 assists already. 27 years old, a Welsh international. He plays over on that left-hand side. So I'm expecting a very competitive game, a hard-fought game. And look, is this a fantastic Watford 11? I'm not so sure about that. We have a lot of injuries at the moment, especially out wide with Vata, Bar, Othmane, Mama. They're all out injured. Hector Cipriano missing from midfield. So we are limited in terms of our wide options. I would have loved to have seen actually a front two today of maybe a Semedo or an Iran Kunda or a Kiram Guard and a Semedo. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this one pans out. Lots of you tuning in. I Bedless is here. Got a QPR fan in as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to feel with Watford anymore. I'm not particularly nervous per se, but also the playoffs are still there as a possibility. So yeah, I think we just have to stay at the moment before kickoff as positive as possible. Hopefully my audio is okay for the majority of you. I know a couple of you have said it's a bit quiet. I've turned myself up slightly. Of course, you can turn up your volume on your end as well. But yeah, hopefully my audio is okay. Let's take a look at the television feed I have in front of me. They're just showing a replay of the Watford players arriving on the coach. Earlier, a couple of academy players on the bench actually as well. I'll go through them now. And the Watford substitutes bench is as followed. Nathan Baxter as our backup goalkeeper. Kevin Caben is there, as is Matty Pollock back from injury. Pierre Ekwa, Amina Bazada and Eduardo Bove also make the substitutes bench as free midfielders. Jonathan Lawson making his first ever appearance as a substitute from the academy. And we also have Luka Kiramgard and Nestri Irankunda as attacking options to bring on Mamadou Doumbia, serving the third match of his 3-game suspension. He'll be back for Wrexham on Tuesday. And as we discussed, plenty of injuries at Watford at the moment. Ngakia out injured with a muscular injury. Jeremy Petrie with a dislocated shoulder. Kwadwo Bar, muscular. Afmane Mama, muscular. Hector Cipriani, he's out injured with an ankle injury. Rocco Vata, muscular. So, yeah, we've got quite a decimated squad as it stands. But we've got to stay positive. We've got to stay as positive as possible. And as I've discussed before, I think Ed still is playing for his Watford future. We know he signed a 2.5-year contract, but contracts are meaningless when it comes to Gino Pozzo and our club. Ed Steele's job now, if we're not going to qualify for the playoffs, which looks likely, is to impress and get as many good results as possible throughout the remainder of this season. I think we have 9 games left to play against some tricky sides in there as well. Our last 2 games are against both Middlesbrough and Coventry, I believe. So yeah, it's going to be a tough run to end the season. Plenty of Watford fans at Stoke. Now the players are in the tunnel. The camera very much focused on Steven Nzonzi here. What a legend he is. A very classy player. He's not the quickest of midfielders, of course. He's getting on in his career now. But he did play for Stoke back in their Premier League days, I believe. So I'm sure their fans are very happy to have him back. A big loss for Stoke today, though, is their captain and centre-back, Ben Wilmot. Now, he used to be at Watford, Ben, during his younger days. We brought him in from Stevenage, I believe it was, back in the 2018-19 season. He's made a real name for himself at the Bet365 Stadium, but he is now out for the rest of this season. Rebel Speed says, I'd want to say comfortably that we get 3 points from this, but after Sheffield Wednesday, well, of course, Rebel Speed, that is a big question. If we fail to beat twice the worst team statistically ever in Championship history, then I think it's going to be quite a tough ask today as well. Okay, here we go. The players are coming out of the tunnel now. The mascots waving some very large Stoke City flags. Mr. Watford Boy says we are going to finish 4th. I'm liking that optimism. Philip Mason says Bove should be starting by now. I agree with you there. He brought some good energy when he came on. Mark, again, I'm with you on this. You would have started Pierre-Emerick. I think he was one of the only bright sparks, actually, against Sheffield Wednesday, Pierre-Emerick. So I'm fully with you on that. His shots from distance troubled the goalkeeper, and physically as well, Ekwa, he looked like a real presence. So yeah, I'm agreeing with most of you guys in chat today, which is certainly a change. Oliver says, here we go, James, we are back. Feels like only 3 days ago you were alive. Well, it quite literally was about 3 days ago, wasn't it? It was Tuesday night, if my memory serves me correct, Sheffield Wednesday. So yeah, back-to-back away games. Wrexham on Tuesday, followed by Leicester, and then it's the March international break before we head to QPR away. So yeah, a few more games to come in the week ahead. Ah, dear. The Stoke bench actually looking really strong. Sam Gallagher on the bench. Lamine Cisse, Ben Gibson, Ben Pearson. Raksaki as well is an unbelievable player on his day. He's on loan from Crystal Palace at Stoke this season. So yeah, they've probably got stronger options on their bench than Watford too. I think Raksaki scored against us when he was at Sheffield United last season under Chris Wilder. Auntie Angie is here as well. Hello, Angie. Thoughts on the lineup and your prediction, James? Oh, thoughts on the lineup. I don't think there's much else Ed still can do, really. I mean, just going back to FOTMOB, if I change the screen back here, yeah, there's not much else Ed can do. Ince is in there because I don't think Iran Kinder has really been performing at a high level. The back 4 is probably as I expected, and the midfield as well. Losers in there. When he's fit, you start him. Papi Mendy has been fine, and Kayembe is in decent form at the moment. So I can't disagree too much really with what Ed Steele has done. But yeah, getting ready to kick off. Not too long left to go, about a minute or so before we get underway here at the Bet365 Stadium. Score prediction, what shall I go with? I'm going to go for a 2-1 Watford win, Oliver, is what I'll go with today. Evan Mitchell. Hello, Evan. Hope you're good. He says, hi, how are you? I am not confident today. I don't think many Watford fans are confident, to be honest, Evan. But we've got to stay positive. I like the positive energy in these live streams. So if we can all kind of, what's the word? I don't know. It's left my mind. What's the word when you think of something and then in the future it then comes to fruition? There is a certain word for that, but it's completely left my mind. Yeah. I need to get my thesaurus out. Oliver says he's very confident. Let's be positive. Let's hope so, Oliver. I'd love a clean sheet. A clean sheet is much needed. Manifestation. That's the word, VJ. Thank you. Let's manifest a good result. Manifestation. That's right, Oliver. I've had a lot of brain fog in recent weeks. So, yeah, I might need your help. All right. We are underway. I forgot to click play. We're underway. There we go. We are underway. And here's an early attack for Stoke. Here's Manouf. Takes the shot. It's deflected. And Watford, within 40 seconds there, could very nearly have gone ahead. Stoke City on the counter-attack. Straight down that right-hand side. And Manouf looking to cut in on his left foot there. And blocked by Stephen Mifune. It goes out for a throw. An early opportunity here for Stoke City to get a ball into the penalty area. They do so. It's right on the centre circle, headed clear. Are you off to the game on Tuesday, Oliver? Wrexham at home? Oh, that would be a good one. I did watch the full match last night, actually, against Swansea, and whilst it wasn't a superb performance by Wrexham, they do have a few very good players in there. Callum Doyle is one I really wanted Watford to sign, a real quality left-footed centre-back. He got the second goal in that game. Nathan Broadhead as well, a well-taken finish for the first. So, yeah, I'm fearing a little bit for Wrexham on Tuesday, actually. You'll be there. Good to hear. If you are new around here, please do subscribe as well. Our target for the end of this season is 2,400. And we're very, very close. We're not too far away at all. So if you are new and enjoying my subpar commentary this afternoon, do hit the subscribe button down below. And also don't forget to leave a big thumbs up on the stream as well. It really does help us out. Ryan says, good afternoon, James. Good afternoon, Ryan. I hope you are well. Hoping for a win today. We certainly need 3 points. We certainly do, Ryan. Thanks for tuning in once again. Neither have I, Oliver. The only games I've missed are kind of cup matches. So the early rounds of the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, if it's not a team that particularly interests me. I haven't attended, but in terms of championship football, yeah, I'm with you. I don't think I've missed one for quite a long time, actually. And especially when we were back in the Premier League, I think I missed one game in about 5 or 6 seasons. I even went when I was like ill, feeling sick. Yeah, I didn't want to miss Watford playing in the Premier League. Yeah, cup ties are an interesting one, just because we're not going to get very far in them. I don't really see the point in going. I mean, I understand why people do. Like Man City in the Carabao Cup a couple of seasons ago, that was an entertaining one. But yeah, whilst Watford are in the Championship, I'm not too bothered about missing missing the cup ties. Watford under a lot of pressure early on here. We're really struggling to defend. Cleared off the line though. Wow. Stoke City applying a lot of early pressure here. Just 4 minutes gone. And already they've had 3 or 4 opportunities at goal. Watford getting bodies in the way, thankfully, though. Mark Robbins on the touchline for the Potters. Stephen Maffuni, though, getting his body in the way a couple of times already early on here. Here's Manuf again. Cleared by Maffuni. He's Watford's man of the match so far. Already the Manchester City loanee. And Manoff having a lot of joy down the right-hand side. They've got 2 nice wingers. Sorba Thomas on the left and Manoff on the right. Oh, you know what, Oliver? You mentioned Spurs. I would love for them to come down. I mean, clearly for them, it would be immensely embarrassing. But yeah, Tottenham away. Oh, what a day that would be. I went to the last Tottenham away match we did, actually. I think Son scored the winner. Backman was in goal. And yeah, what a ground that is. It's a lovely ground. And it should not be in the Championship, but it would be a good laugh for us all to go to Tottenham away. Very easy to get to as well on the underground. So yeah, looking forward to that if it does happen. Oh, I tell you what, they've been very good so far, Stoke. Watford can't deal with the long balls, the throws from wide as well. Yeah, Watford barely had any possession on the floor so far. Tony says hello, Warns around the world. Hello, Tony. Where are you watching from today? Did I see what Gary Neville said about Spurs going down? I didn't. What's he said? He says a lot, Gary Neville. So, yeah, I've probably not seen what you're referring to. Corner comes in. Watford clear at the near post. James Abankwah there this time. Oh, and a corner for Stoke now. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, what a poor start. Saba Goglachitse that time. Yes, Saba there at the near post to head over the bar. Oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that, Oliver, actually. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong, Gary Neville, at all. He started at Boreham Wood. Yeah, I remember reading something like that. And yeah, what a player he is. He's really flourishing at Stoke this season. 10 goals, 9 assists. I think he's got so far, Sorba Thomas. So yeah, a quality player. Did he come through the Boreham Wood academy system then? I mean, how was he found by Boreham Wood initially? Was that the first club in his career, Max? And here we go. Watford finally with an opportunity to play out from the back. Egil Selvik with the goal kick. It looks like he's going long. He does so. Kayembe wins it. Here's Imran Loser now. Into Thomas Ince. And yeah, Watford with no real control over this one so far. The only positive is that we are wearing the green away kit, which is my favourite of all 3 kits so far this season. I'm not a huge fan of the Elton one, to be honest. I felt that was, well, number 1, overpriced, but number 2, the design's really not my style. The home has grown on me somewhat, albeit again it's not my favourite. But the green one is very clean. I do like the green away kit that Kelme have produced this year. Oh, he was in their youth academy. Fair enough. Fair play to him. Oh, here's a stat for you. A stat just flashed up on my screen. Stoke City have won just one of their last 13 league games on a Saturday. They've drawn 4 and lost 8. You know it would be very Watford for them to break that record against us today. Break their duck. They've lost their last 13 games on a Saturday at the Bet365. That is a crazy statistic. Yeah, the sponsor does look better on the green kit actually. Thankfully, from what we gather, it's the last season this year for Mr. Q. So yeah, Watford will be having a new sponsor next season. I'm interested to see who that might be. I really like the retro kits with Football Manager emblazoned on the front. Happy Egg Company as well. That was a good one too. Ah, VJ, thank you for the 5 gifted. I really appreciate that. Here's Georgie Shatfatatse. Boller with the ball in. Tom Ince with the shot, and it's blocked. And that's Watford's biggest chance so far. Kayembe with the strike. And that goes over the bar. Wow. What a chance that was for Thomas Ince. Really good work from Georgie Shatfatatse. Mark Boller on the overlap. Ball into the box. And there was a Stoke player in the way. Who's received a gifted memberships. Glenn has, Ben, Lewis, and TK Wilding have all received gifted channel memberships from VJ. Really appreciate that, buddy. Max is hoping Semedo has a good game. So am I. You know what? When we first signed Semedo, I wasn't entirely sure on him. However, he has grown on me over the course of the season. He's won Watford some vital points. He got the winner away at Norwich. He got the 2 last-minute equalisers against Sheffield Wednesday in both games as well. So, yeah, Semedo for me is almost like a poacher in the box. You could give him service and give him, a few half chances. 9 times out of 10, he'll probably stick one of them away. So, yeah, I'm agreed with you. I really do hope Semedo impresses today and makes a real claim for that number 9 spot in the starting 11. It does look like since since Ed Still's arrived, bar 1 or 2 changes, he's really stuck with this 4-2-3-1, which does mean we will just have that singular striker. Yeah, Rebel Speed says I take any other sponsorship. That doesn't look like a sore thumb. As I said, I loved Happy Egg Company. They were good. Football Manager as well, when we had them on that Puma kit, was class too. He's the 2026 Toby Adeyemo. I think is slightly better than Toby Adeyemo, Vivaldo Semedo, I would say. But I get the comparison. Here comes Stoke on the halfway line. Again, down this right-hand side. Shamadou keeps it in play. And here's Manhoof being marked by Georgie and Mark Boller. And Boller does really well there. He keeps it in play. Here's Georgie Shatfatatse down towards our corner flag now. Georgie takes a touch, turns, goes down. That's a foul. Thank you very much, referee. Oliver says, you thought we might play in yellow today. The problem with the blue kit is that we were told it was going to be a 1-match edition, so it was a cool collectible, but now it's lost its novelty. Spot on, Oliver. I think the advertising around that was pretty poor. I don't think Watford took into account as well colour blindness. So a lot of the times we can't actually play in our green kit because people who are colourblind perceive that as, I think, similar to red, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why we have to play in that blue quite a lot. And of course, our yellow kit does have red on, and Stoke City wear red. So that's probably why we're not wearing that today. Yeah, it is sunny finally here, Angie. Actually, we've had a very wet and rainy winter in the UK. I can't lie, But yeah, the forecast looks a lot more positive for the weeks ahead. It's getting a bit warmer now, Angie, as well. So yeah, nice and sunny today. I went for a walk before going live, which is very nice, getting some fresh air. Mother's Day tomorrow as well. We're having a nice roast dinner. My mum's mum is coming over to our house as well, so that will be nice. All right, a free kick here for Watford. Imran Loser and Georgie over it. Loser, what a chance! Oh my god, what a ball that was from Imran Loser. No one could quite get on the end of that. I think Saba Goglachitse had a go in the end. And yeah, a nice floaty one from Loser that time. And yeah, Saba just couldn't get that on target. He did have a lot of men around him, to be fair. Not a lot of space and time to get that one away. But yeah, Saba with the kind of half overhead kick there, if you want to call it that. I've enjoyed our white away kits we've had in the past, actually. I'd love them to do another one, or like an all black number as well. I do enjoy them. Oh, Tom Ince again. He's snatching at a few of these chances, Tom Ince. We are having lamb tomorrow, Ryan. I do love a good roast lamb. It's my favourite. I'd say beef is kind of second. So yeah, chicken third, beef second, lamb first is what I would go with. I think lamb is the nicest roast dinner out there, in my opinion. Let me know in chat. Do you agree? Do you disagree? But yeah, Tom Ince with definitely the best chances of this game so far. If you are new around here, don't forget to hit subscribe down below. As I said, our target is to hit 2.4k before the end of this season. That would be fantastic heading into the summer transfer window. And also, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up on the live stream as well. It really does help us out. And if you want to chat with everyone else in the live, make sure to hit subscribe, refresh your page, and it will give you access to our live chat. You're not wrong there, Philip. I think you're pretty much spot on there. It's a shame so many of our wide talents are injured at the moment. Here is Georgie Chatfatatse talking about wide talents. Georgie gets taken down again. Referee, that's got to be a yellow card. And it is a yellow card for Stoke City's Rigo there. He picks up the first booking of the match. Georgie Chatfatatse, a lovely run through the centre of the pitch. He gets taken down just outside the area, and if Nestri Iran Kunda was on the pitch, this really is his territory. Ryan says when he goes to Toby Carvery, he has a roast turkey. I find turkey is quite a dry meat, Ryan. I mean, the only time I have turkey in the year is Christmas Day. So yeah, that would be bottom of my list, unfortunately. Sorry to disappoint you, Ryan. Oliver says hot take, but Ince is our best winger. That certainly is a hot take. So you're saying Ince is better than Vata, Bar, and Othmane Mama? Is that what you're saying, Oliver? I'm not sure I agree with that. Angie says, wish we did Sunday roasts here in America. I know. What a big miss for you. You'll have to have it, Angie, next time you make your way over to the UK. Georgie takes a free kick, very poor, hits the wall. I was imagining Georgie Chatfatatse away at Millwall for a second there. What a free kick that was a couple of seasons ago. So a throw to Watford. The Bank were taking it. If you've not seen the teams yet, they are just below me on the banner there, if you're tuning in. James, finally a referee that is okay for us. Well, we've only played 18 minutes, Ryan, so let's not get too carried away. But he seems okay so far. He's given us a few fouls, this referee. I was gonna say, Oliver, you forgot about Othmane Mama. That's fair. That is fair. Come on, Watford. Come on. Well headed by Stephen Mifune there. What a player he is. Hopefully we can get him on loan again next season. Ball comes in. Manu again with a dangerous delivery. It goes out for a Stoke City corner. Mifune very involved in these early stages. Rebel Speed says Tom Ince is a mixed player. New Year's Day was outstanding. He certainly was. But after that, it's been standard for his age. Yeah, I think you're spot on. I mean, his contract, let me ask you a counter question, Rebel Speed. His contract is expiring in the summer. For me, I would not want to renew Tom Ince. I think he's been at Watford for long enough now. We need to move on and bring someone else in that position. What a save, Egil Selvik. A big save there from Selvik. The ball straight at him. He palms it away, though. And, yeah, Watford get out of danger just about. Here's Georgie Shatfatatse. Nice interplay with Vivaldo Semedo. And here's Tom Ince in loads of space down the right. Here he is, Thomas Ince. Abankwah. Oh, what a chance! I can't believe it! What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Imran loser, we cannot finish our dinner today. Oh my god. Yeah, so Ince into Abankwah. What a ball from James Abankwah as well on the overlap. Imran loser. It's just a lazy finish is what it is. It's a lazy finish from Imran loser. He kind of just swipes at the ball. Oh my god. Oh my god, what an opportunity. We've had 3 huge chances now. 1 for loser, 2 for Tom Ince. Imran loser wins the ball back. Needs to pass it. Oh, man. Frustrating. All airtime says how we aren't scoring that. I don't know either. What an opportunity. I mean, when you look at Imran loser in the first half of the season, he was bagging goals like that every other match. And I just feel, again, since the turn of the new year, he's been a real shadow of his former self, Imran loser, which is a shame. Oh, that's huge. Missed opportunity there. Spot on, Philip. Great opinion from you, my friend. I don't think Selvik is shit, Angie. Excuse my French. But he's certainly... I don't think Selvik has progressed as a goalkeeper since he joined the club, is what I'll say. I would actually say he's slightly regressed in his ability, especially when it comes to dominance from set-piece situations. He always punches rather than being dominant in his area and claiming them. Oh, what a save! And talking about Egil Selvik, what a save that is from him. It's that Riga guy again. Riga? What a header. What a save. Well in. Oh, we've been under the cosh. We really have. What a header that is. That was going right into the far corner. Well, it's not very often we have comfortable games, Watford boy. Like, how often have we been on here and Watford be kind of 2 or 3 goals up? It doesn't happen. It's quite rare for us to put in a good performance on a watch along. Right, corner to Stoke here, following that Selvik save, and it goes over absolutely everyone. Thank goodness. Yeah, this Manoff, he is really causing us issues. Quite a good attendance actually at the Bet365 today. Lots of fans in there. Here's Imran loser. Tom Ince now. I mean, we definitely look like the away team. I can't say Watford have really asserted our dominance on Stoke City. It's very much sit back and look to get them on the counter attack with either Tom Ince or Georgi Shatvatadze. As we discussed, we still have options on the bench. Bove is there, Pierre Ekwa as well, Nestri Irankunda. So yeah, for me, keep it at 0-0 until half time and then use our more quality bench options in the second half. That's all I can really see us doing at the moment. I mean, if we had our finishing boots on, we could be 2 or 3 goals up already, but we just can't. It's just a final third. It's so frustrating with us. Nathan says, been a great game for the neutral. Unfortunately, you're a Watford fan. What a shame, Nathan. What a shame. Do you reckon, Mark? Do you reckon Okoye would return to Watford? I think he was investigated. I'll have to say allegedly here, just to make sure I'm legally sound. But yeah, allegedly he was investigated for some sort of betting fraud in Italy. There was a lot of articles, probably about a year ago, on Okoye. I think he received some sort of suspension over in the Serie A. But yeah, I don't think he would come back to Watford. It's been a few years now since he was here. Alison, hello, hello. How are you? How's your afternoon? Alison said Stoke have had more possession, but we've had more shots. One has to go in. Exactly, Alison. I love your positivity. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. 6 shots from Watford, actually, but just 1 on target. Surely one's got to go in eventually. I agree, Nathan. Like, do you remember against like Ipswich, for example? That was literally pretty much a carbon copy of that goal. Loser, late run into the box, and yeah, you'd think he would finish that chance, but I just thought it was a lazy finish watching it in real time. He didn't really have much conviction or power behind his strike. Is he Paqueta in disguise? Who knows? Here comes Stoke City. Sorba Thomas this time down the left-hand side. Looking to take on James Abankwah. Here's Steven Nzonzi. What a guy. A man mountain in midfield. He's really big, actually. He's probably the biggest player on the pitch in terms of height, Steven Nzonzi. I think so, Oliver. I wouldn't be surprised. He did move agency towards the end of last year. And he's definitely not signing a new contract, is he, Imran Loser? So, yeah, make of that what you will, but he's definitely off in the summer. Our Moroccan magician. Honestly, Oliver, I would say if we had more depth in that area of the pitch in midfield, I think he's definitely droppable. Oh, it's a goal. It's a goal for Stoke. And the feed I'm watching on, I couldn't even see the goal because they were showing a replay. Manoff scores for Stoke, 1-0. That's the end of our playoff hopes, if there were any. Let's get the score changed. Absolutely ridiculous. I've not even seen the goal because they weren't showing it on my feed. Let's watch a replay here. So Watford over by Tom Ince, lose possession. So Ince tries a ridiculous back heel. And it's a great finish on his left foot by Manoff. And you'd have to put that down to Tom Ince losing possession in a silly area. Mark Boller does his best to get a block in. But yeah, a good finish by Manoff. Cuts back in, left foot, top corner. And it all started from Tom Ince, who's had a bit of a disaster in this game so far. Oh, what a shame. Let's all be negative now. Forget about the positivity. Let's all start moaning again. Oh dear. What a shame. What a shame. What has happened to our season? I've never been a fan, Oliver. I've never been a fan. For me, it's just not. He's not quite cut out for this level anymore. Philip says, is it too unpatriotic to say that if we don't get 3 points today, top 6 is unattainable? Yeah, I think if Watford lose today, clearly, like mathematically it's possible, but really, plausibly, it's not going to happen. So I'm with you, Philip, on that one. Really frustrating, especially with the early chances we had as well. Here's a Bankwa, Imran loser, a Bankwa on the overlap out wide, delivers into the box, cleared by Stoke City. Here's Papi Mendy. Lovely wide pass by Papi Mendy out to Georgie Shafatatse here. I mean, if Watford lose today, I'm kind of zoned out of this season. I'm not sure how many more watch-alongs I'll even want to do. Because we're playing basically then for nothing. What is there to play for other than really just securing a mid-table finish? Here's Boller into the box. Again, it's a good delivery. No one there from a Watford perspective. Here's Loser. Shoots, blocked. Again, we're getting shots away. Just in the wrong positions, really. I think you're right, Richard. Let's be real, Southampton or Wrexham get 6th spot. Yeah, I would say so. And they have stronger squads as well, don't they? I mean, look, if we had everyone fit, Kipriani, Batter, Bar, Mama, then I'd have a bit more belief. But with the injuries we now have, I've kind of lost all hope, really, if we lose today. I mean, what's the point? That's true, Oliver. That'll be in place next season. That the top 8 teams get the playoffs. God, it's depressing sometimes being a Watford fan, isn't it? At least I get to do it with lots of you watching at home. I'm not on my own. It would be more depressing if I was to sit in on my own watching the match. At least I've got people to talk to. And this game's flown by. Half an hour gone already. Just 15 minutes or so to go. I don't think any manager could do much better, Philip. I mean, even if Jurgen Klopp or Pep Guardiola took over, I wouldn't expect them to get a tune out of our current available players. I just think we are a mid-table side, and that in itself is fine. But the problem is the club dug themselves quite a big hole because the messaging from the start of the season was playoffs, 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 promotion, promotion, promotion. You know, Premier League was being spoke about quite a lot. And then, of course, when that doesn't materialise or we don't see adequate investment, especially in January, for example, you could argue, then fans quite rightly will get on the back of those running our football club. And then, of course, starts the conversation again about Gino Pozzo. Should he stay? Should he go? Should he stay or should he go? Bam, 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 bam. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the mood to have a rant about the ownership today, really. I'm just fed up that we're having yet another season in mid-table mediocrity if the result stands as it is at the moment. I mean, if Stoke City get another goal, we can talk about whatever else you want to talk about. I won't be too interested in the football if Stoke City get another goal. Here they come. Rigo. I mean, I've never heard of Rigo until today, but he looks dangerous. He's got dyed blonde hair. Again, a shot from distance there. Mifune getting his body in the way again. Oh, this is poor from Watford. I tell you what, I'm very unimpressed. This is on par with Sheffield Wednesday for me today. Come and say hello, Ashley. Come and say hello to everyone.
Yeah.
What are you making?
Where am I?
Get in here. Lean down.
Hi. There's a chat. There you go.
What are you making of the game so far, Ashley?
I mean, we're getting battered, aren't we? Let's be honest.
This reminds me of the Sheffield Wednesday
I know,
performance.
it's got 1-1 written all over it, I think, to be honest.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think they've been great, Stoke.
I mean, they come out swinging, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible, in my opinion.
Are you Ed still out, Ashley?
May as well at this point. Yeah.
I'm joking. No. But seriously, I mean, it's going to be another season of mid-table.
W. Ashley.
Oliver sits in the rookery, he said.
Oh, is it?
Maybe you should go and see him one day. He works at Harry Potter.
Blimey.
He works at Harry
Oliver.
Potter.
Yeah, what a guy.
In the kitchen, I believe. Oh, here comes Stoke again, Ashley. You don't give us some commentary here.
Not really. I got just lost all hope, isn't it? Let's be honest.
You're off to the cinema later, Ashley, aren't you?
Yeah, something to look forward to, I guess.
Something to look forward to after this nonsense.
Yeah.
Here's Georgie Shaffatatse, though. Vivaldo Semedo down the left-hand side, Ashley. This looks promising, this attack. Semedo in.
No,
what a terrible ball.
Yeah.
Angie's over in Oregon, America.
Blimey.
Yeah.
Wow. All over the place.
All over the place.
Wow.
We have an international audience
well,
here.
that's incredible. Wow. Yeah. Just chef. He's actually
He's
a chef.
He's a chef.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have no thoughts really. Just very poor in my opinion. Yeah.
I mean, would you have done any different in terms of the starting 11, Ashley? Like with the players you have available, I don't think Ed still had much. What about Bove? Would you have started?
I probably would have started Bove. I think dropping around Kunda was smart.
Yeah, I agree.
Apart from that, he can't really do much, can he? You know.
Here's Georgie Shaffatatse. He goes past his man, Ashley, into the box. That's a dangerous ball.
But again, like loser should have scored.
Mr. Watford boy says, "Is it Ashley I hear screaming from the other room?"
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Hello.
Get in, Ashley. There you
Hi.
go. Get in properly.
Yeah.
Do we look alike?
Everyone says we look alike.
There's about 4 years age difference between me and Ashley.
Oh no. Oh no, we.
Here's Georgie. Oh, foul to Stoke. You're welcome into the stream anytime, Ashley.
Yeah.
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 Why don't you tell everyone what you're seeing at the cinema later?
Project Hail Mary. Yeah, it's something to look forward to. It looks like a good film. So, yeah. I mean, I was going to do QPR away. I don't think I'll be doing that anymore.
It's expensive as well, QPR, Ashley, isn't it?
Don't know.
Do you want to stay for this free kick?
I'll stay for the free kick and I'll go watch it.
Oh dear. So Ashley Phillips is standing over this one. Long ball into the air. Selvik comes out and claims that.
I thought the goal we conceded.
Are you frustrated at Selvik?
Oh, he keeps punching the ball away.
Do you think he should be more dominant in his
goal?
box?
Yeah, he should be. Yeah, and he keeps punching it away. Catch it, you know. Well, I'm gonna go watch this riveting game.
You go and watch this riveting game, Ashley. Say bye to everyone watching at home.
Bye.
And go and enjoy. Enjoy. There we go. A nice cameo appearance from my younger brother there. Lovely stuff. Oh dear. I think I'll be renewing, Ryan. I mean, my season ticket seat's in a lovely spot, so I've got no doubts about renewing my ticket. It's just frustrating when we get to March, April time and we just peter off year after year. It's just boring now, isn't it? So yeah. Not long to go until half time now. 39 minutes gone, pretty much, here at the Bet365 Stadium. Nice weather today. That's a positive, of course. I'm having a roast dinner tomorrow. Can't wait for that. But the football we're watching isn't good. It's not good football at all. We've had chances to score. We've fluffed our lines again. And then Tom Ince gives it away. Stoke City counter-attack. And Manoff scores in the top corner for them. That is the tale of the game so far today. At least the pitch is nice. I mean, the amount of pitches away from home we played on this season, which look like mud bogs, is astounding. So, yeah, credit to the Stoke City grounds team who are keeping the top of that. Michael Hobson says playing just one striker up front hasn't worked for us for years. Well, we spoke about this before kickoff, Michael. I would have loved to have seen maybe Semedo or Iran Kunda or Kiram Garden Semedo up front today in a two. I don't know why Ed still hasn't really done that so far since he joined. Especially with our limited options in wide areas. Why not play a two up top formation? I know it's quite old school, kind of 4-4-2 if you will. But yeah, I'm not opposed to a two striker formation. At Watford, we've seen our best football at times played with two strikers. You know, going back to maybe Vidra Igalo, Troy Deeney, Andre Gray. You can go even further back than that to even Graham Taylor's time. But I think you do need to adapt sometimes to squad availability. And I just think, you know, maybe it was the wrong option today to go with kind of the 4-2-3-1. Maybe it was, I don't know. I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? Why do you think we always tail off? I think managers get frustrated with a lack of investment in January. That is the main reason Javi Gracia resigned. You know, potentially there's something happening in training. Maybe we overload our players too much. I don't know. That's just me speculating. But I certainly think a major factor is, you know, a deep-rooted cultural issue at Watford, and that starts with the top. And as I said, the January transfer window, when you looked at the teams around us competing for the playoffs, they all strengthened massively, Millwall included, for example, and look where they are now. Whereas Watford signed Pierre Ekwa, who has yet to start a game. We signed Eduardo Bove, who has yet to start a game. And then we signed a very good youngster in Stephen Mifuni, but he's only played, you know, 5 or 6 matches so far of senior football in his career. We've not gone and signed a 26, 27-year-old player who knows the division, and other teams have, and I think that plays kind of a massive factor. Here comes Stoke again towards the near post, blocked by Watford. We're approaching half time now, just 3 or 4 minutes left to go. Please do subscribe to the channel. It would be very much appreciated. We're on the road to 2.4k, hoping to hit that before the end of this season. I am working on getting a couple of interviews, hopefully in time for the international break. Don't hold me to that, but fingers crossed. There'll be a couple of exciting interviews coming out over that period. Just gotta get the final things done for that. So keep an eye out for that. What was I saying? Subscribe. Thank you very much. And don't forget to leave a like on the stream as well. I mean, Stoke City are so high as well. I mean, their centre-backs are right on the halfway line at times. They can't see Watford as too much of a threat at the moment. Here's Geordie Shaqfatatse, though. Watford win the ball back. Tom Ince's body language really poor at the moment as well. He's huffing and puffing. And it goes out for a Stoke corner here. Harry Newman, do I remember you? Do I remember you, Harry? Potentially so. I don't know. Do I remember you? Let me know when you first said hello. Harry Newman. Do I remember that name? I'm not sure. I think you've been in some streams before, Harry. I do recognise the name slightly. Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, corner for Stoke. If they score this, it's game over already. Oh! Bloody hell. I got nervous then. We didn't really know much about that one. It's gone out for another corner. I think that was James Abankwa just swinging a leg at that. And he very nearly scored an own goal, actually. James Abankwa. I remember. I remember, Harry. Okay, so another corner for Stoke City. I'm just finding this very depressing as to why our season is ending like this again. I mean, we're just such an unstable club, aren't we? And as I mentioned earlier, I think Ed still now has to prove to the hierarchy as to why he should be in charge next season. Yes, he has signed a 2.5-year deal, but as we know with Gino Pozzo, that means zilch. That means nothing. So for Ed Still, if the playoffs are now going to be unattainable, his job is to get as many results as possible with the players he has available. FreeTube says this defence just isn't it. I mean, where has Formose Mendy gone, for example? We saw Formose Mendy. Oh! I thought they'd scored again. I thought Stoke City had scored again. We got away with that one. And talking about our defence, yeah, where has Formose Mendy gone? Obviously, Matty Pollock's had an injury, which plays a big factor. Gogla Chitse and Abankwa are both loan players from Udinese. We just haven't really had a consistent 11 at all throughout the season. The only time we've had a consistent 11 largely was actually under Javi Gracia, and over that Christmas period, kind of the 4 wins in a row, unbeaten in 8, I think it was. And that's when we got our best results. But the constant chopping and changing at the back hasn't done us much good this season. It is half time. Let's stop the timer. Get that reset for the second half. I mean, what can I say about that? I don't really know where to begin. Again, the story of missed chances for Watford. We cannot finish our dinner. Tommins with a couple of huge opportunities. Loser on another day, you would think sticks his away. He had an open goal to aim at, really. Ince in possession, tries a silly back heel, loses out. Stoke City counter attack. Manov cuts in on his left foot, and he fires into the far corner. So that's the tale of the first half, really. Not much else to report about. I don't think this system or formation is working with the injuries we have. A few of you have suggested it in chat now. I think we should look to switch to a 2, maybe bring Luca on alongside Semedo. I wouldn't mind seeing Iran Kunde even in a free role alongside Vivaldo. Yeah, I don't really. It's difficult because we've not got anything to compete with now. We're not fighting relegation. We're, I think, 15 or 18 points away from the relegation battle, so we're safe in that regard. But if we lose today, following the results earlier and last night, we're just too far off that top 6 battle as well. So I think we're at risk, and I think Oliver might have said it earlier, of this group of players going on the beach, being quite relaxed and not caring much about the rest of this season. And I think that's a really sad place to be. So yeah, Alison, I mean, you say, I think I'll go to the shops. Go and do your shopping, Alison. Go and do your shopping, because I can't see Watford getting the result here away at Stoke. And it's always a difficult place to go. Stoke is the cliche football ground, isn't it? Can you go and do it on a cold, rainy night at Stoke? Well, it's a sunny Saturday afternoon, but the statement remains. Whatever. We'll move on. We'll check FOTMob at half time as well. I'm going to go for a quick toilet break, and then I'll join you back for the second 45. Do not go anywhere. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be back in just a few. Hello. Welcome back to the channel. Oh dear, what a disaster. What a disaster. And I found a good tweet actually that summarizes my thoughts quite nicely on one player in particular. I don't know if you can see this. But it just says Ince has missed 2 setters and given the ball away for the Stoke City goal, yet Nabazada sits on the bench. And that's interesting, isn't it? Because Amin Nabazada has been on the bench now for what feels like about a month, and yet he's not seen any minutes whatsoever. He is meant to be the next big, great thing to come through our academy. And you have senior pros like Tom Ince making crucial mistakes in games like this. For me, I'm just frustrated and I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm really tired of the season now, which is a shame. You know, it's a shame to get to kind of early to mid-March and just be fed up with your team. And, you know, it can always be worse. I get that. You know, we're a mid-table championship side, and at face value, that's probably fine. But with all the messaging that come from the club earlier this season, I just don't think it's acceptable to be here again. I'm just looking at the latest scores actually from today. Southampton beating Coventry. Let me get a few more of them up here on my phone as well. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it? Nathan says very worried for next season with all the outgoings. For sure. Oliver says James Watford are winning this 3-1. Don't worry, they just enjoy making it difficult. I hope so, Oliver, although I don't know what you've seen to suggest that is going to happen. Here we go. Let's take a look at the earlier results. We had Wrexham Swansea yesterday. That ended, of course, 2-0 to Wrexham. I watched the full match myself. Borough Bristol, Middlesbrough drawing with Bristol City. That's huge for the automatic promotion battle. Southampton beating Coventry, which I think means Southampton then leapfrog us in the table. And Oxford drawing with Charlton at home at half-time. In the other fixtures, Leicester drawing with QPR in the battle for relegation. Millwall 0-0 with Blackburn Rovers at half-time. Sheffield Wednesday 0-0 with Ipswich Town. Norwich City are having a remarkable run under Jean-Philippe Clement. They're beating Preston North End by 2-0. Stoke City, of course, beating us by 1-0. West Brom winning against Hull City. Hull have picked up a red card. And at Birmingham City, it's 1-1. And Sheffield United have seen a red card as well. So lots of matches taking place today in the Championship. A big weekend in the Premier League as well. Let me know if you'll be tuning in to Liverpool versus Tottenham. I know I certainly will be. Yeah, just frustrating. It really, really is. Just waiting for the second half to recommence now. Get myself comfortable. Do a few stretches. If you want to join in at home, feel free to. Do some meditation, yoga. You know the drill. I'm joking. All right. I'm ready to go. Oliver says Stoke are shocking. We can be better than them. Well, if Stoke are shocking, what does that make Watford? Does that make Watford ultra shocking? I don't know. I'm bored of the season now, really. Roll on the summer, roll on the World Cup, and roll on probably a lot of transfers for Watford, both in outgoings and incomings. I mean, who are the main players we're expecting to go? Shall we discuss that quickly? I think Othmane Mama is a certain alongside Imran Loser. Georgie Shatfatatse, whilst he's unimpressed since he come back from injury, will still have suitors, I would imagine. He was linked with Valencia in La Liga last summer, so I can see Georgie leaving. I think Barr, because of his injury issues, will probably stay another season. I think Vata would probably stay another season as well. Iran Kunda hasn't developed as I thought he would have, and I can also see him being another year. I think he's quite raw, still quite petulant at times, Nestri Iran Kunda, in his attitude on the pitch. Who else can I see leaving? I could see Selvik going, actually. It's quite a rogue one, and not a player you would expect to leave, actually. But I think after this summer, he would only have maybe a year left or so on his contract. And being a Norwegian international, he would clearly have ambitions, right, to be playing Premier League football. That's why he joined Watford initially. So yeah, I think Selvik actually is a dark horse for a player who could leave in the summer. We're just watching the Stoke City substitutes warming up on the pitch at the moment. I'll pop in my AirPod again so I can listen to the commentary. Jensen Raksaki as well, warming up on the pitch as well. We spoke about how dangerous he is prior to the match beginning. And again, just looking at the Watford substitutes, let's see if I can get it on screen for you now. Hopefully this works again. There we go. Perfecto. I've nailed it this time. Look at that. Very good from me. We're on FOTMob. This is the Watford bench. Nathan Baxter, Kevin Caben, Matty Pollock. They are all there. This area here is where I'd like to see some changes. Why not give Amin Nabazada a go? Let's see what he can do in the Championship. Pierre Ekwa is there again against Sheffield Wednesday. He looked promising when he came on. And Eduardo Bove as well. What kind of a promising player he is. Very, very high caliber, but we've not seen him start a match yet. And we have Luka Kiramgard and Iran Kunda there as options too. So it's not all doom and gloom. We certainly have enough to get back into this one. Whether we can or not is another question. And Bove actually is warming up as I speak now. He's got lovely hair, Eduardo Bove. I'm sure he's enjoying the sunshine, given he's from Italy. Is that a stereotype? I don't know. Probably is. Very good looking player, Eduardo Bove. I can't lie. All right, so the Stoke City team have re-emerged from the tunnel. We're just waiting for Watford now. All right, here we go. We're getting ready to get underway again in this second half. The Watford players are now emerging from the tunnel. The camera pans currently on the Watford fans in that away end. It doesn't look like there's any changes at the moment. I will let you know if I'm wrong though. Georgie Shatfatatse coming out there. Mark Robbins on the touchline. So yeah, it looks like both sides will be unchanged for the second 45. VJ says we have missed Vata the most, in my opinion. I agree. It's definitely up there, Rocco Vata. I think Vata and Othmane Mama have been our most consistent wide players this season when they're available. Now, clearly Rocco has been injured for the large majority, but in the matches he did play, I thought he was unbelievable, Rocco Vata, especially under Javi Gracia. And I think Javi and Rocco got along quite well. I spoke to one of Rocco's family members actually a couple of months ago, and Rocco really values the individual training that was happening with Javi Gracia and how he was valued as a key part of that team. Now, I don't know where Rocco's head is now, given that Javi has left, but I know them two, got on really well. So yeah, I think Vata and Othmane Mama have been the biggest misses with our injuries for sure. Oh, bloody hell. Stoke City getting involved straight away. Long throw, headed on, Selvik claims. That's what we like to see. Here's Georgie Shatfatatse, one-on-one here. Quite far over on the left-hand side, though. The Stoke City players do get back. Here's Edu Kayembe, looking to unleash a shot from distance. Kayembe does, and it's very easily claimed by the goalie. Hello, Ellis. Hope you're well up in Manchester. Rebel Speed says, come on, you Orns, let's have a go this half. I just can't see it happening. I really can't. I mean, our fullbacks look to have pushed a lot higher anyway. Selvik and Mark Boller, very advanced now when Watford are in possession. Almost playing as wingers at the moment. Would I sign Formos Mendy on a permanent deal? No way, Jose. Look, I think Formos Mendy is a very talented player, but I just can't. You know, you're asking me, would I spend basically £4 million on a player we've seen in about 4 matches of football? I can't answer that question, Oliver. So I think there's far better assets out there to spend kind of 4 million quid on than Formos Mendy. Oh, did I say Selvik? Sorry, I meant I meant Boller and Abankwa playing quite high. Here's Kayembe. Why did Selvik come out of my mouth? What am I saying? I'm going crazy, Oliver. Here's Kayembe. Ince. I think Ince has been one of the poorest players in this game, actually. And for an experienced professional, it's not good. A nice 1-2 there with Imran Louza and Abankwa linking up. Abankwa with the delivery. Semedo looking to attack it. And it goes out for a Watford corner. Here we go. Come on. A Watford corner. Get in there. Oh, how depressing that I'm celebrating a corner. If only we were like Arsenal in set-piece situations, hey? Here is Louza on his left foot. Is this going to be a whipper or a floater? It's a floaty one, right towards the penalty area. And I tell you what, it was a good delivery. It's taken a nick off another Stoke City defender. And it's going to be another corner here for us. Georgie on the opposite side taking this one, right-footed. Is Louza playing good, R7? Not particularly. It's been very average again. Oh, what a chance! Oh my god. Stephen Mafuni this time. Good delivery from Georgie. Mafuni gets a slight nick on this, I think. And that's unlucky from the Man City loanee. He should have done better, actually, really. He does, Oliver. He really does. It always irritates me, actually, when I think Marcus Rashford did it a lot at Manchester United. Players at set pieces going for headers, and then just before they make contact with the ball, they shut their eyes. And I know it's difficult if you've played football at any level. If the ball's coming towards your face at speed, your instinct is to shut your eyes. But if you can keep them open and concentrate, you can, it does help you, get it on target. And I think Mafuni there was as capable, or culpable, I should say, of shutting his eyes just before the ball met his head. Red card in the banquet. Shut up, Oliver. Shut up. Not a red card. Not a red card. Come on, Watford. Here we go. I mean, it's been a better start to the second half. I wouldn't say it's excellent by any means, but it's been an improvement, which is good. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here as well. Georgie with the delivery. Only finds Stoke City players. I think Semedo's been quite anonymous today. I can't lie. I mean, a few of you earlier were hoping he would take his opportunity and stake his place in the team. But yeah, it's not been great with Aldo Semedo. Oh, the referee is getting his card out a bit now. I think that's a yellow card for... Is that Papi Mendy? He's just picked up a yellow card? I'm not quite sure. I do feel more energetic during these day watch-alongs. When I do the night live streams, I've already had food. I feel quite lethargic. I'm getting tired. I do prefer the earlier kickoffs rather than the later ones. So yeah, confirmation. Pappy Mendy has picked up a yellow card here. Free kick to Stoke. I mean, if they get a second goal here, that's us done for. We know that. Here they come. It's a whip delivery. Headed clear by, I think, Boller that time. Oh! Just about get away with that. Selvik claims and clears long. I'm not quite sure who Selvik's kick is going to. Oh, I haven't started the clock. Oh, what a shambles today. What are we on now? We're on 52 minutes. Okay. Bear with me. There we go. We're back up. We're back up. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you for that. Abanqua. Oh, it's poor from Abanqua. What a shambles. Oh, good pass from Georgie into Mark Boller. Here's Kayembe, surely going to take on the strike. Loser shoots, it's blocked. Oh. Come on, keep it in play, Watford. Pappy Mendy, into Incy. Get on with it, Watford. What are you doing? Here's Tom Ince. Oh, it's poor. It is poor from Incy. Buzzing Hornet says prefer to see Georgie in the 10 where he can pass wide. Get Nestory on. Spot on. I do prefer Georgie in the 10, but just because we are limited with them wide options, no, that's why he's having to play out there today. I don't think. I think if we had everyone fit, Georgie would be starting in that position. So Rigo, who has been a threat to Watford all afternoon, has gone down injured here. It looked like he maybe took a whack in the face or something from, I think, Loser's block shot potentially. He looks in quite significant pain. The Stoke physios just speaking to him here. Is it the worst performance of the year? I don't think it's the worst performance of the year, is it? I mean, maybe. Let's see how bad it gets, Oliver. I disagree. The playoffs are still on, Oliver, if we beat Stoke and then beat Wrexham. If we lose today and then beat Wrexham, we're kind of still in the same position as we are now. So, yeah, I don't know. We'd have to win kind of our next 2 or 3 games for me to be in the mix again. I mean, we're approaching that time, Evan, now. I mean, kind of the 55th, 60th minute. If you are to make changes and let them have enough time to make an impact, you know, you would do it around now if I were Red still. Oh. Here's Georgie Shaffatazzi. Pappy Mendy. Here's Mark Boller. Loser. Georgie. No one taking on the shot at the moment. James Abanqua. Into Tom Ince. Again, it's just on his heel, Tom Ince. He's not quite ready to receive that ball. Saba Goglacice now. Keeps that in play. And goes back to Egil Selvik. I think we get thumped against Wrexham. That's the honest truth. I honestly feel that could be a shocker at Vicarage Road on Tuesday. It's a very exciting game, don't get me wrong, because there's a lot of hype and stuff that comes with Wrexham. But I've got a feeling in my stomach that it doesn't go to plan, unfortunately. Georgie into Bowler. Again, it's blocked. Oh, nice flick from Georgie there. Bowler goes past his man. And is that a corner to Watford? It is. Well done. I'm not happy with the... Let me just... There we go. Is that better? I'm just trying to adjust the lighting. All right, another corner here for Watford. Georgie over this one on the far side. Good delivery. The keeper doesn't get there. Oh, what a chance again. Stephen Mafuni again. Oh my goodness. He should be getting that on target. Let's watch this on the replay. Oh my God. And the Watford fans frustrated about that in the away end there. Oh, loser does well there. Kayembe heading it on to Semedo. Stoke win it back. Here's Steven Nzonzi. This is a difficult watch, I can't lie. I was trying to be as enthusiastic as possible in that first half, but I've got to say I'm finding this a tough watch now. Oh, big chance there at the near post. That Rigo causing us all sort of problems. Here's Sorba Thomas over on the left-hand side. Ball into the box. Is this going to be a second? Watford clear. Oh my God. And Georgie Shakfatatse really is our only out ball on the pitch. And that's a yellow card for Stoke City. A foul on Georgie Shakfatatse. I think changes have to be made. And actually, I can't remember who it was. But someone suggested actually Imran Loser coming off, Bove on, and then bringing Iran Kunda on as well. I think it was Evan Mitchell in chat. I wouldn't be opposed to seeing that double substitution, actually. I think Imran Loser has been a shadow of his former self, I've got to say. And I would say he's on the beach now, Imran Loser. Maybe he's carrying injury. Look, we know he's had injuries throughout this season. He's had a shoulder issue. He's had a few knee problems as well. But it's just not... He's not at it for me, Imran Loser, anymore. He's not the guy he was kind of 3 or 4 months ago. Kayembe loses the ball. Loser picks it back up into Georgie Shakfatatse. Now Bowler on the overlap. Here's Semedo. Corner to Watford. Pinball in the penalty area there. I was making some very strange noises. Do I think Ed Steele will be sacked? He won't be sacked before the end of the season, but if Watford feel he's not the right man, and if the results don't go our way in the next few weeks, it wouldn't surprise me, Evan, if they look to move him on. We're a ruthless football club in that regard. So, he won't be sacked now, but certainly after the season is concluded in May, I I could see that happening if Gino is unimpressed. There is a substitution happening now, and Nestri Irankunda is coming on for Vivaldo Semedo. So this is interesting. Is Irankunda actually going to come on almost as kind of that pacey, smaller striker to run in behind here? Semedo off, and Irankunda on. That's an interesting one. I wasn't quite expecting that, I don't think. And Irankunda's going to get a good half an hour or so here to rescue the game for Watford. Let's see what he can do. If you are new around here, don't forget to hit subscribe on the channel. Our goal is to hit 2.4k before the end of the season. And also leave a big thumbs up on the live stream as well. It would be very much appreciated. Thank you. So yeah, Irankunda playing centrally down the middle. This is a cool experiment. I'm interested to see how this goes. Because he did play as a striker very briefly, actually, when Paolo Pezzolano was here. I remember, I think we beat QPR at Vicarage Road, and it was Luka Kirumgard and Irankunda up front as a two. Now, it's slightly different here. He's playing as a lone striker. But, yeah, let's see what happens. Irankunda having his first touches on the ball here. He takes it down really nicely, actually. Watford lose possession, though. And here comes Stoke in a 2v2. Surely he's offside. Put your flag up, Lino. Oh, Manuf again cuts back inside on that same left foot. Egil Selvik matches the strike, though, this time. Stoke City looking very pacey on the counter there. That's funny, actually. That's true, yeah. The commentators just highlighted that Kayembe is wearing two different boots. He's got a pink boot on one foot and a blue boot on the other foot. I've just noticed that, actually. How strange. Yeah, he's wearing random boots, Edu Kayembe, today. And yeah, poor delivery from Mark Boller that time. But yeah, usually he gets them spot on. So we'll let him off for that one, Mark Boller. Simkin, the Stoke goalie, setting up for a goal kick here. I can't believe Tom Ince is still on the pitch, actually. I can't lie. I'm really shocked he's stayed on. I think the next sub probably actually should be, and I know he's not a wide player, but probably Bove for Ince. And here comes Sorba Thomas down the left-hand side, taking on James Abankwah. Can he get the better of Abankwah? Sorba Thomas with a lovely cross-field pass there. Oh my god, it's pinball. What is going on? Here's Nzonzi. Shoots. Blocked. And the referee's going to stop the game here. Nzonzi, what a strike that was. A lot of power behind that. Oliver says there's another goal in this game. I can't work out who it's to yet. I think it's going to be to Stoke, Oliver, if we're to be honest here. And yeah, Papi Mendy, taking one to the face there. Papi Mendy from Steven Nzonzi. Gets himself in the way. Looks like a handball, actually, potentially. Is that what the Stoke players are complaining about? Yeah, potentially so. It looked like maybe a handball on Papi Mendy. Steve Barton, a Wrexham fan here, scouting Watford for Tuesday's match. I wouldn't worry too much, Steve. I think you've got that win pretty much sorted on Tuesday night. We're not very good at the moment. So yeah, no scouting required, my friend, but welcome to the stream nonetheless. Maybe you are Ed Still in disguise, Buzzing Hornet, and you're just not telling us. What a save, Egil Selvik again, but it's offside. It's offside. Never mind. Forget about everything I said. Good save, though, from Egil. And yeah, it's a clear offside there. Mr. Watford boy says, give me a poke if we score. I'm sure you'll notice if we score, mate. I'll be jumping around all over the place, probably. Yeah, look, as I said, if even if we draw today or lose, which is more likely, I just can't. I'm struggling to get myself excited now for the rest of this season. I mean, a credit to those of you that are continuing to go, especially away. Of course, I paid for my season ticket, so I'll go to the matches at Vicarage Road. But yeah, QPR in a few weeks. I mean, it's so expensive. £39 for an adult ticket. You then got to pay for the train, food. It's like an £80 day at times just for a local away day. So yeah, a credit to those of you that are still persisting with what is a subpar team. Here's Tom Ince. Loser now, recycling the ball. That's poor from Imran Loser. And Stoke City now looking to counter. Watford win back the ball. I watched you last night, Steve, and whilst you weren't 10 out of 10, I just think you've got quality players in all positions. Callum Doyle, for me, Steve, is someone who I wish Watford brought in. We were linked with him back in the summer, actually. Our local newspaper, the Watford Observer, said we were exploring a deal for Doyle. But clearly, maybe you just offered more money. I don't know the full circumstances around that, but yeah, you've just got quality players. Kiefer Moore, I think, is injured at the moment, but his, for me, kind of Premier League level Kiefer Moore at times. Here's a Banquer, pushing high. Stoke, you know what? Stoke have taken their chance and they've defended really well. I think that's the difference. They're just getting bodies in the way and throwing themselves at all our shots. Ince into a Banquer, approaching the 70th minute now at the Bet365. Come on, Watford. This is just ridiculous. Sideways and backwards everywhere we go. It's exactly that. A Banquer, back to Loser. Loser into Georgie. Kayembe loses the ball. And Stoke City looking to counter now. There we go. And that's a foul from Imran Loser. Petulant. And Stoke City making a couple of changes now, it sounds like, if I'm to believe the commentators in my ear. That's a very good scout report, Buzzing Hornet. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I just go to football for the food now. Me and my brother say this. When it gets to this point of the season, usually we just go for the pre-match food rather than the actual football on show, which is fine. I do love my food. Looks like another Watford substitution potentially. And wow, this is a huge substitution for Watford. Lawson, one of our academy players, I think is in midfield actually. Lawson, he's getting readied here by Ed Steele to come on. Wow, I'm surprised at that. We've got Ekwa, we've got Bove, and Ed Steele is choosing to go with Lawson. So Tom Ince is coming off here. So maybe Lawson is kind of a right-sided winger, attacking midfielder potentially. If any of you watch the academy more than me, do let me know. Papi Mendy's come off as well. I think that's Pierre Ekwa who's come on. Very strange with Eduardo Bove. I'm quite bemused as to why he's not seen more minutes. Bove. So Lawson's on. No Nabizada. And then Pierre Ekwa has come on as well. Okay. That's odd. So it looks like Iran Kunda will now go over to the right-hand side. Is he a centre-forward, Lawson? I mean, the commentators, Oliver, are saying it's a centre-forward, this Lawson, potentially. So when there's a break in play, I'll look him up. Here's Iran Kunda. Oh, Iran Kunda down the right. He's going to get to this before the goalkeeper. Oh, the goalie just gets there in time. And that's got to be a yellow card for the goalie. He kicks the ball away. Just going to look this guy up now. Lawson. Jonathan Lawson. Where does he play? George says he played as a winger in the academy. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's playing up front in this game, Jonathan Lawson. So, yeah, not an odd one for sure. I mean, he's been given the chance ahead of Luca Kiramgard, which I think says a lot actually about how Ed still views Luca at the moment. Is he the new Adeyemo? Let's hope so. I was there. You know, let me know if you were there for Adeyemo's goal against Blackburn. A really good moment actually. And I think he's gone on loan in the second half of this season, actually, Toby Adeyemo, to find more game time. But it's always good seeing lads from the academy get a chance. Yeah, let's see what this Lawson can do. I mean, I've never watched him myself. I've seen a few academy games every so often. I try and get to 2 or 3 a season if they're at Vicarage Road, but I've not seen much of Jonathan Lawson. Here's Sorba Thomas. Oh, what a header and what a save again by Selvik. Sam Gallagher that time with the opportunity. He's come on as a substitute for Stoke. Straight into the hands of Selvik that time. And I tell you what, Stoke City, if they had their shooting boots on, they could be 2 or 3 goals up in this one. Here's Stephen Nzonzi. Good strength from him. Selvik comes out and gets this one. 15 minutes or so to go. If you are new around here, don't forget to hit subscribe down below. We're trying to hit 2.4k before the end of this season. If we can do that, it would be much appreciated. I'm going to stop myself because here's Nestri Iran Kunda. Can he take on the shot? He cuts it back. Oh, he should have taken it early, Iran Kunda. He took it way too close to the byline in the end. I just think he lacks a bit of football intelligence sometimes, Nestri, which is really frustrating. He's got all the pace and ability in the world. He just needs to learn. He just needs to learn a bit, really, which is frustrating, of course. But he is still young. He's only 19 years old, Nestri. Iran Kunda into loser. Kayembe. Here's Iran Kunda into loser. 1-2 with Kayembe. Stoke City win back possession. Ekwa, nice pass from him. He does look tidy, Pierre Ekwa, on the ball. Georgie, out to Boller. Oh, they've just been better defensively, Stoke. That's the difference for them in this game. Both sides have had huge opportunities in front of goal. Stoke City, defensively, they're just spot on. Right place, right time. And that's the difference between both teams today. Boller back into the box. Is it going to fall to Iran Kunda? It does. Here's a Bankwa. Ekwa. Saba Goglachitse. Now into a Bankwa. A Bankwa being pressured. He goes all the way back to Egil Selvik. And this is good pressing actually from Stoke City here. Sam Gallagher leading the charge from the front. Thank you, Steve. Really appreciate that with a $5 super chat. Who's the player Wrexham should be most worried about on Tuesday? Definitely Imran Loser. If he's on form, he is up there for sure. And I think Georgie Shatfatatse as well. Whenever we've played opposition teams, Steve, Georgie Shatfatatse is always highlighted as Watford's key player. And whilst his goal and assist output isn't high, what Georgie is great at is carrying the ball in transition up the pitch. So to answer your question, Steve, I would say Imran Loser if he's on form and Georgie Shatfatatse. Thank you again for the super chat. And here comes Stoke City. Manu cuts back in on his left. Saved by Selvik. And Stoke City get a second. And that's game over. And it's Manu again. Oh, that is game over. Game over. There we go. It's over. The season's done. It is over. Let's get the score changed, ladies and gentlemen.
Continue on your iPhone or iPad.
My Apple Watch is piping up as well. Oh dear. A disaster. Let's watch this back on the replay. No playoffs for Watford this season. Far too inconsistent. And defensively again, we've had a shocker. Good save actually. And you know what? That's the difference between both sides. Stoke just have a lot more willingness and desire defensively. Again, a really well-struck finish by Manu. If his initial effort saved on his left foot and he comes back in with the rebound on his right. I mean, Selvik is not... I mean, can I be critical of Egil Selvik there? I don't know. He's not punched it into a clear area. He's kind of parried it back into danger. Man, what a shame. What a shame. If you don't laugh, we'll cry. So we'll continue laughing. And Manuf now being taken off whilst he's on a hat-trick. I think there'll be a lot of boos from that Watford away end today. I've got to say, I think the atmosphere is going to turn. Wrexham, I mean, Steve, if you're still here, I think you pummel us on Tuesday. I think that's not going to be a good game for us. I hope Ryan Reynolds enjoys his trip to Vicarage Road anyway, because I don't think I will be. Watford playing out from the back now. Stoke City actually looking to go for a third goal even. And here they come. They win back the ball. Is this going to be a third? Here's Gallagher. Here is Gallagher. Oh! He fouls a banker in the end. I'll tell you what, if that touch was better, that would have been a third goal for Stoke City. Ed Steele looks absolutely baffled on the touchline. He's got his arms crossed like this. Ed Steele. We're not getting back into this one, I'm afraid. See you next time, Angie. I'm not surprised you're bailing out now. Here's Lawson. Loses the ball in the end. All airtime says, nice meeting you, Ed. See you, mate. Is all airtime calling for Ed still to be sacked. Here comes Stoke City. Is this going to be a third? If it is, it's embarrassing. Oh, very nearly. Watford against the cosh here. We're up against it. Here's Raksaki, who's been brought on, looking to get a shot away. I mean, Watford have 10 minutes here just to get 2 goals and salvage a point, let alone all 3. Here's Iran Kunda. Oh my God, Nestri Iran Kunda! What a strike from Nestri! And he gets Watford back into this game. And that's his first goal from open play for the club. Nestri Iran Kunda from distance. And what a strike that is from the Australian international. Goodness gracious, Nestri. My word. What a goal. And it's probably going to be too little too late. He's got that in his locker though. On his right foot. What a strike. The knuckleball as well into the far right-hand corner. Goodness gracious. What a goal by Nestri Irankunda. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. And you know what? Even if we lose today, at least we've seen a good goal. We can focus on next season now. I'm still zoned out of this now. Like, wow, what a goal. What an absolute superb strike. I mean, we're at 2-1. 10 minutes left to go. Can Watford get 2 goals now and win this game? We've seen us do it before away at Derby County. Bad news here. Stephen Mifuni's gone down clutching his ankle. Hopefully he's not got a serious injury. VJ with the super sticker. Thank you so much, VJ. Really appreciate that. Rebel Speed, great goal. Just 81 minutes too late. Absolutely. I mean, that is goal of the season territory from Nestri Irankunda. He's very hit and miss, Nestri, isn't he? He'll have one really good game, and then he'll have 3 or 4 poor games. Then a good game, and then 3 or 4 more poor games. He just needs to find consistency. There's a reason Bayern Munich brought Irankunda. He's got the potential to probably be a world-class talent in 5 or 6 years' time. But he just needs to find that football intelligence. He needs to grow and develop into his body and actually be a bit calmer on the pitch as well. But I'm not taking anything away from that goal. It was unbelievable. Why can't we do that earlier? Says Nathan. That ball was moving. Yeah, it swerved. Bit of swizzle on that in the air, wasn't there? Yeah, very good strike by Nestri. As we said, probably too little too late. Although, you know what? If we can salvage a draw, it is something, isn't it? And I suppose that would set up an interesting game against Wrexham. Lawson chasing after this one. Too much on that ball, though. The Stoke City goalkeeper picks that up. And they say in football, 2-0 is a dangerous lead. I'm sure the Stoke City fans now are feeling a bit more nervous. Buzzing Hornet, we're going to win 3-2. I hope you're right. I will... What will I do if we win 3-2? I'll run down my street naked if we win 3-2. That's how little belief I have in us to do that. I'm not sure that's appropriate for YouTube, though. I don't think you want to see that at home. So, yeah. Let's hope so, Angie. Let's hope so. Thank you for tuning in. So it looks like Stephen Mifuni is going to have to come off here with an ankle injury. Maybe Matty Pollock coming on for the last few minutes. Oh, for goodness sake! What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? It's 3-1 to Stoke. It's 3-1 to Stoke, and Ed Stiller's bringing on Kiram Garden Bove. What an absolute joke. I mean, Saba Goglachice gets done there by Sam Gallagher. I think it's Gallagher, isn't it, with the goal? Oh, for goodness sake. And we were playing with 10 men at that point as well. Look, Stoke City deserved to win. Buzzing Hornet still believes going to win 4-3. Ugh. I mean, why bring on Bove and Kiram Guard now with 5 minutes to go? I never understand this with managers. I really don't. Let's get that score. Let's get that score changed. There we go. Stoke City 3, Watford 1. Allison or Alisona. Sorry. Just one more goal would be good, James. Yeah, but consolation goals don't win us points, do they? Yeah, the Iran Kunda goal was great. Don't get me wrong. That'll go in his highlight reel. But oh dear. Let's see the substitutions. So Mafuni's come off and Bove has come on. So Mifuni off and Eduardo Bove on. And then it looks like Luca Kiramgard has come on as well. I can't see who for at the moment. I love Ted Lasso, Rebel Speed. I'm looking forward to the new season of Ted Lasso actually in a few months. I really want to go and visit Richmond actually in London. I've never been before. It looks like a lovely, lovely area. So yeah, Ted Lasso. What a great series. I mean, his motto, Ted Lasso, is believe. In fact, talking about Ted Lasso, hold on a moment. I can show you something. Here is Lawson. Does really well actually over on the left-hand side. Good hold-up play actually from the academy graduate. Kayembe. Into Lawson. Nice play here. Ekwa out wide to Georgie Shakfatatse. Here's Ekwa. Kayembe shoots. Oh, what a save! Oh my god! What a save from Kayembe. Yeah, talking of Ted Lasso, let me show you this. I've got a Ted Lasso pop vinyl. How cool is that? How cool is that? Ted Lasso pop vinyl. Very good. Very good. Oh. All right, corner taken by Watford. Georgie with the shot from distance. And it goes out. Ugh. Deary me. I'll be back here for QPR. In terms of watch-alongs, I won't be going to QPR. Way too expensive for a game that means nothing. Look, if Watford were in a relegation battle or we were in, real contention for the playoffs, I definitely would have gone to QPR. However, I just can't warrant spending, 40 quid in a match ticket, the train, the food. It's kind of like a £100 day out for nothing really. So yeah, I doubt I'll be going to QPR away. If you are, the tickets of that are on sale next week, I believe, QPR away. Here's Iran Kunda. Pierre Ekwa does really well there. It's a foul referee. Thank you very much. Looking forward to season 4 of Ted Lasso. I know it's picking up mixed use of being a women's team, but it's Ted Lasso, can't go wrong. Exactly, I think it's going to be great. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I wasn't sure where they could go after the last season, Rebel Speed, but yeah, I'm interested to see how it pans out actually. It looks like it's going to be partly based over in America as well, potentially, which is going to be cool. You're not going to go to QPR anymore, Oliver. Wise choice. Wise choice. Why don't you watch it with me instead? Unless you're working that day. But I think it's on Bank Holiday Friday weekend, QPR away, isn't it? So, yeah, I think most people will be off. And yeah, 2 more matches to come this week. 2 more defeats potentially for Watford. Wrexham on Tuesday for me is a definite loss. I mean, usually I love to predict Watford wins, but I just can't see it in that one. And then Leicester, obviously with their points deduction, are fighting for their lives. So, yeah, 2 difficult games to come. Oh, is QPR on the Monday? I thought it was on the Friday. Unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong, Oliver. I mean, look, for the neutral, this has been an entertaining game. The Stoke goalkeeper goes down here. Wasting time. 6 minutes added on if you're interested. Yeah. Before we end up, just one last call. If you are new and haven't already, do hit subscribe down below. It would be very much appreciated to help us hit our goal this season. And also leave a big thumbs up on the stream as well. That would be very much appreciated. That would be classic Watford buzzing hornet to do that. I just can't see it happening, especially with the injuries we have. Mifune has gone off in this game as well. So yeah, I just can't see. I can't see us beating Wrexham or Leicester. I know Leicester are in a difficult position, but they do have quality players still at their disposal. Patson Daka's picking up real form for them at the moment. And it's absolutely peeing down with rain as well up in Stoke as well. So yeah, a depressing end to what has been a real disappointing day for Watford fans. And what a drab week it's been. A 1-1 draw away at Hillsborough against Sheffield Wednesday. And can we call this a thumping? I suppose we can. A thumping away at Stoke. A 3-1 defeat. It's not what the club want to be seeing just before season ticket renewal time. Oh, that would be very kind, Oliver, but no, I don't think that is going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. So Nestri Irankunda is being shown a yellow card for kicking the ball aggressively into the crowd. I'll just repeat that one more time. Irankunda, there was 2 balls on the pitch. Irankunda kicked one into the crowd, and that was deemed by the referee to be too aggressive. Absolutely hilarious. Okay, so Watford with a corner. Not that there's anything to play for now other than a consolation goal. Sorba Thomas goes down, asking for a foul. Referee says, get up. And it's a terrible delivery from the corner. Here's Ekwa. Bove goes down, looking for a penalty. No appeals, though, from any other Watford players. I won't stick around after the game. I'll let you all get on with your evenings. I'll do a match reaction probably later today or tomorrow, and then that'll be it. I'll forget about this game entirely. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually going to take my my AirPods out now. Just 2 minutes left to go. Stoke City with, is this a corner or a long throw? Looks like a long throw potentially. How many yellows is Nestri on now? I don't know. I don't know is the question. Can I look it up on here? Let me have a go. Yellow cards. Does it tell me? Can't see on here. If someone can do the research for me, that would be great. Match reaction, we're shit. Well, yeah, I mean, that could be my match reaction and it'd be over in 10 seconds, but I like to elaborate. I'd like to elaborate slightly more than that. Yeah, I'm actually petrified for Tuesday. I really, really am. I think that's going to be my early prediction for Tuesday is 4-0 Wrexham is what I'll go with. I think it'll be 4-0 Wrexham, and then boos ring around Vicarage Road is what I'll go with. Here come Watford again, potentially. Irankunda down the right-hand side, just over a minute to go. Irankunda into Edu Kayembe. Kayembe through to Ekwa, and the goalkeeper claims for Stoke. Rebel Speed got another half hour of work, then I'm off to see my dad. Watch Chelsea versus Newcastle. Is that the 5:30 kickoff? That's a good one. And then forget this ever happened. Good plan, good plan. I'll be doing exactly the same. See you, Oliver. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate that. Here comes Stoke City. 30 seconds to play. Can they get a 4th goal and embarrass us further? And Egil Selvik pulls out an unbelievable save to keep it at 3-1. Wow. And that's a foul by James Abank. We're petulant again. And Stoke City, for the last action of the game, are going to have a free kick here just towards Watford's corner. What a save by Selvik. He's really kept this score down. Good matches tomorrow as well, actually, Rebel Speed. I think we've got, is it Man United, Villa, and then Liverpool, Tottenham as well. So, yeah, looking forward to them very much. Steve says, I think Wrexham have only scored more than 3 goals once. Well, Steve, you've heard it here first. You're going to do that on Tuesday, my friend. Yeah, I reckon 4-0 Wrexham, or maybe 4-1 Wrexham on Tuesday. And there we go. That is full time. Let's get the scoreboard stopped. Quickly talk about it, and then I'm off. I'm not sticking around today. I do not want to remember this fixture in my memory at all. Look, terrible. I think, we started an experienced player in Tom Ince. He was at fault for their first goal. He should have scored a couple Ince as well. Loser missed a massive chance. It is what it is. It's just one of them days. We missed a lot of chances. Stoke City defensively were better. We're decimated with injuries. And it's another season of us finishing in mid-table. If you don't, as I said, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. For those of you that are Ted Lasso fans, I do have another pop vinyl. I showed you my Ted Lasso one. Before I go, I'll show you this as well. This is my Roy Kent pop vinyl. Look at that. Roy Kent. What a guy. And if you don't watch Ted Lasso, Roy Kent is basically a rip-off version of Roy Keane when he was at Manchester United. So, yeah, look at that. Got one of them as well. I should take them out of the boxes, really, but yeah, I like keeping them in the box. All right, you know what? I'm just going to leave it there. No one wants to hear me waffle about a 3-1 defeat for very long. So thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. Thank you to everyone who contributed as well. VJ with the gifted membership. Steve with the super chat as well. It all goes into the pot and helps us improve the channel, over the coming weeks and months ahead. And yeah, Wrexham on Tuesday. I'll do a match reaction for Stoke, preview for Wrexham, and then I'll be there at Vicarage Road as well. Hopefully not to see us get thumped. That's the plan. Although, as I said, I've got a bad feeling that could be the end result on Tuesday. Who knows? That's the end of our playoff race. Best of luck to all of the teams that are in there. I think Southampton, Wrexham. Who else is in the playoff race? Shall we take a look actually quickly? Can I get the table up? The Sky Bet Championship table. Here we go. Here we go. We'll end on this. Let's get the table up and take a look. So share screen. There we go. So Coventry in first, 77 points. They're going up. Middlesbrough and Ipswich, that's an interesting race actually. Millwall, even in the automatic promotion mix now. Hull City very comfortably in the playoffs too. Watford are now down in 10th on 52 points. We're 8 points behind Wrexham. So you've really got, I would say, anyone from Birmingham upwards or Derby upwards are in that playoff mix. Below us, we have Swansea, Norwich, Stoke. Look at that group of teams between kind of 50 and 55 points. So yeah, Watford, if we lose the next couple, could very quickly slip down that table to kind of 15th, 16th position. So yeah, what we have to play for now really is our league position and attracting players for next season, because if we finish that low down the table, if a player looks at Watford and goes, do I want to sign there? Do I want my next years of my career to be there? They won't want to if we're kind of finishing the season towards the bottom end of the league table. So, yeah, I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. As I said, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a big thumbs up on the stream for me. And as always, I'll catch you again very soon. You can follow us across all social platforms here on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, TikTok. And yeah, that's it. Enjoy your evenings, enjoy your Saturdays. It's nice and sunny here in Watford. And let's hope next season can be more sunshine than clouds and rain for us, if that makes sense. That was a weird analogy by me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'll stop waffling. See you later.